In January 2024, I decided to join the Gamedev Camp. What is this? Is it worth the money? And what are my impressions after the first month? Gamedev Camp is an organized series of workshops and lectures blended with a mentorship program and a networking opportunity. Its main goal is for you to make a game prototype in a team in 4 months. It is the duration of the season and you don't need to work full-time on it. In fact, 3 out of 4 persons in my team, including me, have a full-time job and tinker on the game only after hours. Tight deadlines and a schedule with few checkpoints put a little pressure on you, but on the other hand you are accompanied by new people that are willing to achieve the same goals as you, and you have help and feedback from mentors and also participants of the previous seasons. All the perks of the camp are listed on their website, and after 1 month I can confirm all of them. At the time of making this video I am a participant of season number 4 and have access to workshop recordings from previous seasons as well, and most importantly, some participants of the previous seasons are still on the Discord server of the camp, which is the one and only place for chats and meetings. The first month of a season is designed for the team to get to know each other. We were tasked from the very beginning to think about the game idea, so right after the introduction meeting with everybody in the season, we made another call for our team only to brainstorm our ideas. And since that, we regularly call and talk or write on Discord to each other to achieve our goals. In my team, I'm the game developer and we have a game designer and 2 artists, all of them very talented and having their own strengths and amazing skills. Among the many ideas from detective visual novels to side-scrolling fighters, we slowly picked up a few main points that we felt strong enough to dive into and adjusted our vision into that one direction formed by those points, which came out to be a combat-focused, high-paced Metroidvania set in a twisted world inspired by well-known fairy tales, where our main protagonist, Red, is definitely not an innocent girl, but rather a not-so-stable, violent and mischievous mayhem machine, and when angered enough, shapeshifts into an even more violent big bad wolf. We were also discussing tools we would use to make our game. As it's a 2D game and I have the biggest experience in default, it's now our weapon of choice. Our artists use Clip Studio to make raster graphics and we decided to animate them in Rive, as it has official runtime in default and while having all the needed features has also more interactivity than Spine or Dragon Bones. We also use Tiled for making tile maps. Each week we have 2 or 3 days of specially crafted sessions with mentors. Some of them are in the form of recorded workshops, where a given mentor shares their knowledge and thoughts on a given topic like game production risk, how to efficiently make game art, on game design and programming and so on. Participating in those gives you a right to ask additional questions and get more insightful and personalized information, but if you can't attend at a given date, you can always watch the recording later on, including, as mentioned, the recordings from the previous seasons. Other meetings are feedback sessions, and it's you who present your progress and ask mentors vastly experienced in game dev for the feedback, and it's very constructive and always on point. Those are also separated into domains, so there are art, game design and game programming sessions. You can join only what you are interested or specialized in, or many times you can attend all of them, if they are not in the colliding time slot. There is also a third kind of meeting, networking, where you can talk with other participants of current and previous seasons about anything, and I appreciate being able to talk with many different people already. I probably can't stress enough how sometimes it's useful for you, especially if you're a budding game developer or don't have a professional experience yet. Beside programming sessions, I was attending art and game design ones too, because I was interested in them and I don't regret joining them because, indie devs many times wear a lot of hats simultaneously. The camp is paid, normally €800, but if you are early enough you can join the next season, which will start in July, for €500 until the 8th of April. I also paid a little less because I made a one-time payment instead of few smaller installments. You can also ask for a return of money if you don't like the camp, but I can already say it's worth its price. You can also find that I'm crazy because not only I'm not earning any money for my work, but I also have to pay for it. Well, yeah, Yeah, but you know, it's similar to gym nowadays. What you achieve at this time is your gain, and knowledge and experience is not an asset you can buy for yourself. You have to earn it. I believe such a thing is worth pursuing, and having a possibility to play a role in a team, having a goal in mind and not care much about the economy of this all is worth it. Together with the huge amount of knowledge that you can gain on the camp, you spend a lot of time with your team, learn how to work in a team, and above all, learn to communicate. It turns out the most difficult thing is to communicate your ideas properly and always find common grounds between your different specialties. There is still a lot of time to make a demo and present it at the end of the camp, and we want to be prepared really well, especially that we will have an opportunity to pitch our game to publishers. So wish us luck and see you next time!